Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. I've decided to come back on and do a Let's Make Ephemera series episode. As you may or may not know, I've been making a little accordion pocketbook, it's called. I'll just show it to you. This is what we've done so far. So I made this out of mainly Tim Holtz paper. So I found some lovely sari, which I've tied round, and inside it's an accordion book, and it makes a great piece to send to anyone with happy mail, it really does. So we've been decorating these pockets. We've added a pocket here, and so we've got little slots to put any bits of ephemera in that we want to, and these flaps can be decorated up, or you know, you can put whatever you like on them. So as you can see, I've started putting a few bits of ephemera in. These are mainly bits out of Tim Holtz snippets, and there's a ticket here. So, you know, you can, and another ticket here, you can really put whatever you like, and another one up there, and another pocket here, or side tuck really, and that's the back. And then on this side we have concertinas out, and we put a little pocket on here last time, and I found a nice tag in my stash which we can use in there, which I thought went very well. I made a drop down flip and decorated it up, and then since I've seen you last, I've sewn in the 2 notebooks. So there's the first one, it's got a little bicycle charm on it, and then there's the second one here, and this one has a little coin charm on it there, and then we've got a top flip there, which we decorated last time, and a little belly band, and we made a little card last time out of some Tim Holtz paper. Kept that one simple, and that's the front again. And in one of these little joins here, we kept it open, and it's a little secret tuck here. It's not very big, so all I've done is I've got some, I think this avocado dyed paper, it might be blueberry, it's a sort of a purpley colour, and I've just found some scrap of paper, lined paper, and I folded it up in a concertina, and it just pops in there, and that's a little secret place, and you can, you know, put whatever you want in there really. So that's what it looks like. So what I thought today is we'll make a card to go in there, and a card to go in the matching one that side, and we will make maybe another card to go in here with this one, and perhaps a couple of paper clips so that we can pop those over these, just as an example of what you can do with it. So I'm going to put this away now, tie this back up. So this piece of material came on a card from India, so there's lots of different colours of it, so I'm pretty sure it's come from a sort of sari type material, the cotton type sari. So I like the colour, I thought it went very well. So let's make a few things. I'm just going to put this big light on here. I've got the overhead light, so I'm going to put this big light on to help you see better. So I've got some scraps of Tim Holtz. This isn't Tim Holtz, this was a 12 by 12 scrapbook sheet from, now I'm not sure which one that was from. It may have been the Miss Empire collection from Kaisercraft. It could be one of those. So I do buy the odd sheet, and I get those from the Fruit Pixie, and it's just handy to be able to buy the odd sheet of 12 by 12 rather than the whole pad. And this is, I thought this fitted in with Tim Holtz very well. It's very kind of industrial looking. And we've got bits here. I was playing around and I thought this would make a nice little matchbook actually. I'm not too sure how to make a matchbook, so you know, that's just a prototype of something I was playing with. So we've got scraps like this and this page here, and we've also got some more pages in the actual book, so we can get that out if we need to. And there's a bigger piece of that sheet. On the back it's kind of pale grey with a sort of all different texture kind of in the background, smudges and lines and bits and bobs. So let's have a look what we're going to do. So we want 2 journal cards that are 2 by 4 inches. So we will get the guillotine out and decide what we want to make. So I thought this would be nice for one of them. It's a nice thickness, it's not too thick. We don't want to make that too bulky, so we'll just measure up. Oh, oops, sorry. Oh, I'm forever doing that. Just going to move this cable back. So I'm really sorry for making you feel giddy. So I want them 4 inches long and 2 inches wide, just to go into those side pockets front and back. So I think we'll just guillotine this down 2 inches wide and 8 inches long, and we'll make 2 out of this one piece, and we'll have one that side and one that side, kind of. I think we may change our minds, but we're going to decorate them. So there's my line there. So as this is only a small guillotine, I just need to go this way. It doesn't do 12 by 12. So that's okay. And then now I've chopped that side down, I can fit it in, you see, to get the length. So they are going to be quite narrow, but we are going to decorate them up. So let's just measure 4 inches there. Cut that down. Okay. Put that away for a moment. Oh, I nearly dropped the pencil then. So we've got one this side and one that side, which I thought would be quite nice. And I think we're going to round the edges. So I did get my corner rounder out ready. So I'm just going to put them both together and round at 10mm on each corner. Like so. Don't know what my husband's up to. He's setting up a new doorbell that we bought, and it's one of those, my hairdresser recommended it, rather than buy a Ring doorbell, which we thought we'd buy, so that you can actually see who's coming to the door, and it takes videos and things. We've actually bought one. It's a different make, but she's got one. She recommended it, and you can view it from your phone or any laptop or notebook, anything like that, when you're not at home. Not that we've had a lot of trouble with things like that, but it's just nice to see who comes to the door, really, when you're not around. We do have one of those signs in our door that we don't like, door knockers, you know, people that just come ad hoc and try and sell you something on the doorstep. We occasionally get them round, and also religious people, we don't really entertain them either, especially, forgive me for saying this if I don't want to offend anyone, but we don't like Jehovah's Witnesses just knocking randomly on the door, and expecting us to, you know, see them. Now, I think, you know, things like religion are personal, and you don't really want someone trying to tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing. So what I thought with these, what would be quite nice is if we layer them up with something on the top. And I saw Dee at Dee's Crafty Place do this with a couple of, with some tags, and I really like the idea. So I'm going to follow what she did. So if those are 2x4, we need to make the top layer slightly smaller. So we'll make it, I don't know, let's see, what would 1.5 look like? Yeah, 1.5 works. So if we said, let's get the guillotine back. So I've prepared a little bit for these, but I quite like to just go with the flow, really. So you use this piece, and we'll do 1.5 like that, widthwise, and we will, well, maybe we could layer that one up on top of there. That would be quite nice. This is Tim Holtz paper, or that like that would be quite nice. Which one? Well, actually, I like it on that one. So we'll kind of have it, I think, just under the 21 number that's on there. So just put that back down on the floor for a second. And I'm going to corner around these at, see if 7 works. So that's one. Now, she attached hers with chains. I think I'm going to do mine with brads, you know, the butterfly wing ones. So I do have some chains, but I don't have all the, I haven't collected all the, what do you call those things, pliers, all the different types that you need. So we won't do that today. So what we're going to have on this one, let's go for something totally different. This is nice. So we'll do this one. So this one now is 1.5 by 2 3/4. So that's for that one, and this one is going to be 1.5 by 2 3/4, like so. I think he's testing it out because I can hear a woman's voice, but it's not anyone we know. Unless he snuck somebody in while I'm up here. But he wouldn't do that. Where's my mark? I may have chopped it off, so I'll just make another one there. I do that all the time, make marks and then accidentally, I can't see it, accidentally chop them off. Right, there it is. I need to keep an eye on that piece. I think that's the piece, isn't it? Yes, that's the piece we want. And again, not going to round it at 7. Like so. Hope you can see me okay. The last episode I did of the accordion book, pocket book, one of my subscribers very kindly pointed out that it was really small on the screen, and I went onto YouTube and went onto mine and had a look, And sure enough, it really did look very small and you couldn't make it any bigger. I honestly do not know what happened with that. I really don't, and I apologise. It's the first time that's ever happened. So we've got those. Now I'm wondering whether to go one further and have another one. So we've got a layer of 3. So if we do that, we want something that stands out really. So we've used this a bit in the book. So I quite like that. And those sections, sorry, I just knocked over my guillotine. So clumsy. Those lines just here are perfect, a perfect size. So we'll cut 2 out. We'll have that one, and what colour should we have on there? Let's go for that one. It's a good way to use up your scraps as well. Okay, so then we'll round the corners of this one at the very smallest, which is the 4mm, if it will work. Yes, it does. Just about enough to go in there. Right, I'm now gone all of the silly nonsense daubing that ink pad when the lid's on. Oh goodness me. That's one. Just want to get rid of the white around the edges. And that's 2. Okay, so I like that. So let's see, what combination do we want? Got that and that one. Or do we have this one? I like that better, and I like that. Okay, so now we need to get some brads, so I'll just get those down. As you can see, I wasn't totally prepared, so I didn't get everything out. Kind of thought of this idea all of a sudden. As soon as I started the video. So just have to put you on pause because since I've tidied up, I don't know where anything is. Hold on, sorry about that. So I've got my box of these. Now I don't want a massive one, so I have got some different size ones, and I thought just a normal gold looking one would be sufficient. So hopefully we can find 2 of those. Just seeing one. There are 2 together there. So those are perfect. These are a perfect size, look, not too bulky. So now what we want to do is, now we can either pin them in the corner and have them like that, or we can pin them in the middle and have them that way. So what we need to do is just check where the middle is. So we know we had 2 inches, so I just like to measure. So we want them 1 inch there, like so. And a kind of central for this one. Like that. And then we are going to take the awl. I think I'm better off using the awl for this. Keeping them together and trying to keep them central as possible. I can see my pencil mark there, so I'm going to put my awl. Now be careful when you do this because of your fingers. I'm going to pop that in there like so, and I'm going to split that, and I have got a piece of foam actually that I use sometimes when I'm stitching in signatures, and what I'll do is use the end of the awl and I'm just going to press that down like that, like so. So that's made a very nice little journaling sort of card, and on the, you can journal on the back there. That's quite acceptable, I think. It's given that a bit of interest. And then we'll do this one. So you can use this, it's just an ordinary piece of foam. I think it was packaging actually. I kept it like you do. So I'm going to do this one in the corner. So the journaling spot, we could add one on the back. So try and keep that straight as possible and hold that down. And I'm not pushing it all the way through because it gets wider as it gets higher up. We don't want a huge hole. Again, I'm just popping that in like so, and then splitting those open like so, and we'll just give that a press down like so. Okay, and that one's on the side, so it's kind of a similar thing to what Dee at Dee's Crafty Place did, only she used a little rings and chain, which was an excellent idea, and I will have to sort of add that to my list of things I'd like to buy you know, when I get my salary again, because I don't, you know, just buy willy-nilly. I kind of try and stick to a little budget if I can. So I think we'll put a label on there now. That would be quite nice. If we've got anything in the Tim Holtz snippet box that we could put on, that would be nice. So we've got little bits like this. They're quite nice. Sometimes the first ones you pick up are the ones, aren't they? So we've got those. We've got some tiny little kind of labels. They're really tiny, these snippets. So we've got that. What else have we got? Got that one. Got that nice number there. I like those. I keep them in here because they're so tiny, they just fall about everywhere. I actually quite like that round one. Anything else that's different? You do get a few similar ones. So that's the same, I think, same colour. And yeah, I think we'll go with these. Put that over there. Okay, let's ink round this. might go there, I'm not sure, because these have got white edges, so I'm just inking around them to get rid of those. This one's a little advert for spirits of salts, hydrochloric acid, poison not to be taken. Oh goodness me. Now we're not sure which ones we're going to use, so I'm sure I can use these anyway today. So we're going to ink round these, and this one is a little advert for a florist's, wholesale florist. Okay, so let's have a look. So I think I quite like that down here, and maybe kind of a label like that perhaps. Be nice. And then this one, I will maybe have that one kind of like that, and this number could go there. Where am I going to put my circle though? No. I won't use that one. So I just want one more little item to go onto the other one. So there's a tiny one there. It says enclosure. I think we might as well use that one. Oh, there's another one here that says 90 on it. So I wonder if that's too much. Oh, I actually quite like that. Let's ink round these. See, they're very tiny and very, very fiddly. That's Pharmacy Chapel in Nantes. So Nantes, Nantes, don't know how you pronounce it. That is French. Place in France. Okay, so I'm going to put this one down here. Well, maybe if the ink decides to play. The ink, did you hear me? I said ink, I meant glue. Oh, goodness me. Need to go back to the bed and get back out again. That's what they say, don't they? Inky hands. So I'm layering that one on top of there, and then I'm going to put this one here. I don't want them too bulky, so I'm not kind of layering them really on top of anything in particular. like I sometimes do. So I want to get that one straight. That's better. So that's one. These are fiddly little things. There's two. And we'll put this one down. Like so. And then quickly put this one underneath that corner. Like so. Just hold that up and check it's straight. Yep. Okay, so on the back of this one, that one's fine for journaling on. On the back of this one, we want to put something. So let's have a look. We've got some scraps to the side of me. I've got a scrap of music paper. That would be quite nice. So you could stick that on. I'm just going to tear that edge off. And that one. So I might as well leave that bit of music there and we'll just pop that down. So I shall ink around that. Like so. And stick that down. That will be nice little journaling spot. On the back there, like so. Right, so that's two things done. Okay, now we wanted to do a very tall one, so I think we'll make a kind of a tall tag that's 4 inches tall by 2 1/4 inches high. So what about using, it's on the back of this one. That's nice. Let's use this. So let's go 2 1/4 inches tall, wide by 4 inches. So where does that take me? Oh, that's fine because that keeps the bicycle in view. So we will find our marks. Oh, well, we've cut one of the wheels off, but, well, you know, I can't, well, we've got half a wheel, that's fine, that's fine. Huh. Guess what, once again, I seem to have chopped off my, so we wanted it 4 inches tall. So 4 inches is there-ish. It doesn't have to be exact, just got to fit into a pocket. So I'll just make sure that's straight. checking that because that piece, I think it's an optical illusion. No, it is straight. Is it straight there? Yes. It must be straight there because that's the edge of the page. Right. Okay. Now, I'm going to make this into a tag. So I need my tag card that I made. Okay. Now, what sort of tag do we want? Do you want that one or the bigger one? I think we'll go with this one. So these are easy to make. You just get an old loyalty card, credit card, whatever you've got. Everyone has a loyalty card, some description. This is an old English heritage card. And just chop the corners according to different shapes, really. You can make more than one. So there we have our tag. So we've got the cyclist on the front, and that's a nice piece on the back for journaling on already. Okay. So we want to make our hole. So let's get the crocodile out. I am going to measure it. It's 1.5, so I want 3/4. That's the middle. This is my arch enemy, really, this crocodile. I think we used a bigger one. I'm just looking for my mark, a little bit wary of this. It doesn't always want to play ball. So just go through that. So shall we put a grommet in? That's what I call them, grommet. I have got some original ones that came with it, so I might use one of those. Shake one out. Every colour but the one I want has come out. So that's my pot that I keep all my signature wax thread and needles and all that sort of thing in. So we've got that grey, be quite nice, or we could use that. I think we'll use the black one. And this is the bit that I'm not happy about doing. Okay, so put it in. So that has to go in the top, like so. Oh, that actually came out quite well. That did. Amazing. So now I've already got a tag in this particular pocket, and it's got string in it, so I think we'll use a bit of string for this one. Yes, we'll use a bit of string. I'm not sure where my string is at the moment, so I'll do that off camera, and then we'll put a label on, I think, and we'll get some of our Tracy Fox labels out. And we'll put a label on for this brown. I think a brown goes quite nicely with it, actually. Yeah, I think so. Well, that's a slightly darker brown, which is probably better. That's better.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Sorry, that was Alexa. She sticks her nose into things that don't actually concern her, is what I'm trying to say. So sometimes she chimes in. So I have got an Alexa upstairs. We've got one downstairs. I daren't say too much because she's... Alexa, stop. Thank you. She's gone back to sleep now. Yeah, I don't say too much. Sometimes we're watching a programme on TV and she'll just suddenly wake up and chime in. There's one there. Don't like that red. Yeah, so, but they are nice to have. Put that D up there. Do you think that matches? That's a slightly different colour. It's quite nice though. I don't have any of those really tiny ones in brown for some reason, unless I've used them all up. Okay, let's leave that now, and we will cut the corners of this one. I leave them on when I'm fussy cutting them. Just to, I never know whether I want to keep the corners on or not, so I think, well, if I leave them, we can decide on the day we use them. This is black, so it's not too bad. Sort of a bluey black actually. So we'll put these on. Put that there. And then maybe we'll have D in the other corner at the top. Opposite to the way I just had them, I know. Okay, so I don't think we need to do anything else. That one really. Now you could put a chain through there and have another tag. Could have another tag at the back. Or you could tie something. So let's do a double tag like that, and we'll use a tie, I think, because as I say, I don't really have any particular chain. So just getting the Tim Holtz pad back. I think I popped it away when I tied it up. So this is the 8x8 Ideology pad, and we'll find a nice piece to go at the back of this one. So that's very dark. Stuart stove, that's nice. I like that one. That's kind of all sewing. Bingo cards, tickets, letters and numbers. What's that one? That's nice. Now I like that one. So that's a possibility. Oh, I do like this stripy one too. Let's go for that one. And they're slightly different colours. So if we've made this one 4x2, we can't go too much bigger. We can go smaller. So we can have it 1.5x3, something like that. have a look and see what that was. So if we did 1.5 wide, let's go so we said 2.25. This one we did 2, didn't we? Actually, this was 2, or was it 2.25? I can't remember now. No, it was 2.25. So that's kind of the width of the pocket. We could go taller, but are we going to benefit really? So if we go 2 by 3.5. Let's just see what that looks like. 3.5. Okay, I've got my eye on the marks. So that's going to kind of look like that on the front. Yes, I don't like it after all that. I do like the size, but I don't like the colour. I don't think it's colourful enough. So as that's on the bicycle, and that's all. Let's go for this one here instead. So I'm just going to make that the same size. So I'm just going to knock that there and there. Okay, you can leave that for a minute, and we want the card back, and this time we'll make this tag a slightly different shape. Like that. Oh, it's upside down. Oh dear. Okay, I'm going to make it a tag shape both ends. Why not? What does that look like? I didn't think to check when I didn't turn it over, did I? My fault, of course. So we could have that. And that's quite nice on the front of that. Okay, so let's measure for the crocodile. So we have got 1 7/8, so that's half and 2, so it's about there. Oh, I think I'll put the crocodile away. Okay. Okay, so we now want another one of those grommety things. I don't know what they're called actually. Let's just shake another one out. We have that colour this time. That would be nice. We'll have two different ones. And I'll find the string. So we're going to have an unusual tag this time. That's fine. Oh no! I dropped it. It's rolled off the desk. Never to be seen again. I found it. That's a miracle. Goodness me. I'm having a very good day. Okay, right. I'm just wondering if I need to turn that around. I'm not quite sure which one's supposed to be the one, you know, because I couldn't understand the instructions that came with my crocodile. I don't think I'm the only one. I just want to see what difference that makes. And also my crocodile has been sticking, so that's much better, that one. That one's fine, it's just spread a bit more. See the difference? Both exactly the same size. So we'll have them like that. Okay. For this one I'm going to put a little bit of journal paper on the back. Find a scrap amongst the scraps on my desk that I seem to be a permanent fixture at the moment. Yeah, so we've got this. That's kind of a nice colour. So let's tear some of that. That's already torn, that side. So if we just tear a bit. Like so. I'll just have it there. Where did I put my ink? Here it is. So I hope everyone has had a good week so far. We're getting more and more frosts at the moment down south. So we're kind of having to think about the plants, you know, in pots in the garden, like fuchsias, because one of them we brought back from Ireland when we went there. Dara's mum has green fingers and she gave us a potted up one, and which was really a giant cutting from hers, but it fully grown kind of potted one. And so that one has shed its leaves already, and it's just stem really. It's fine, it's not died or anything, but I think if we don't bring it in to the conservatory, then it probably will. They don't get, because they're in Greystones, which is a suburb of is it Wexford? I can't remember. So I'm going to tie those with a bit of string to match the other one. So that's those. Those are journal cards, but an unusual layered up journal card. And then I thought what we'll do, one a couple of last little bits, we'll make a couple of paper clips to go in this piece. So we already have this, so we'll get some paper clips out. We can use that scrap if it will bend over. And some of those don't like to be folded, some of those scrapbook pages. I'll use, I think, I'm not sure, those are a bit too big now. Let's have a look, those or those. I think I'll go with the black, in keeping with the kind of industrial theme. Like that, black or red anyway. And those I think are too big. Okay, right. So we want to make, got to remember how to do these now. So we do it like that. Bend it over and stick it down. I did watch Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah making some recently, so I quite like that paper. So I think we will make one out of this one, and we will make it shorter, I think. So what I'm going to do is cut down there. So I tend to do the long bit. Oh. Yeah, the long bit at the back. Is this going to work? I think so. Okay, and we will around the corners. Okay. Can you tell I don't really know what I'm doing? Round it. Okay, so I'll do this kind of style one. I'm just going to glue, just cut those corners, make it a bit easier to glue down. So if I glue that, that's going to stick on that side like that. And I think we'll put inside that's being glued down, so we've got more purchase there. So we'll do one from that angle like that. So I'm going to glue that down, and I'm going to use my Beacon 3-in-1 because this card is quite thick, this Tim Holtz paper pack. So I'm just going to put a thin layer all around the paper clip like that, and stick that down like so. Now that should stick down and be okay. Just trim that bit there. Okay, now we can now put whatever we like on the front of that. So these small snippets do come in handy, so we'll find something that we can pop on there. Let's have a look. And we've got that 2 and 6, that's nice, I like that. And then you can always add more to these when you decide where you're using them. Sometimes it's nice not to over embellish them until you've decided what you want to do with them. Then you can, as I say, add to them. So that's quite nice, that one. Just a plain, simple little paper clip. Okay, and let's think. Should we do one like Tina did on Shabby Dabby Doo Dah's channel, and we'll do a banner. So all she did was, we'll make it quite wide. Actually, we'll use the guillotine because we all know my cutting leaves an awful lot to be desired. Like so. Put that over there, and we're going to use that, and then so when we make the banner now, we have to have a V. So I'm just going to gently fold mine and not pinch it, and I'm going to cut my V by snipping off the middle there. How do you do it? Oh yes, you go from that corner up for as high as you want the V. So there it is. Okay, that's the first one. Now Tina layered up her banners, so we get some more pieces of scrap. And we could have a piece of this stripe on the back. So let's cut a piece of that. Like so. And we will make our banner. I think we'll have it this way. I don't really think it matters too much. So once again, I'm going to try and fold it edge to edge, but not press down on it, and just cut a triangle from the corner up to the middle. So that's number 2. You can have them as long or as short as you want. So you could have that at the back if we wanted it. We could make that a bit shorter. Hope that's straight so that it shows. And then we'll do another one, a third really thin one. Something nice and bright. As bright as we can go. What about these goggles? That would be quite nice. So again, we could use the guillotine, or we will, Susan, put it round the right way. Silly, 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 silly. And we'll take a bit off this side, like that. Let's have a look and see what that looks like. So a bit wider than that one. Didn't really want it wider. Just taking another piece down from there, and I would take a tiny slither from that side as well. I don't think that's straight. Very fiddly now. No, it wasn't. Okay. So I've got a little tray under my desk, pulls out, so I can pop it under there, the guillotine. So going to make our V. So again, edge to edge, don't pinch it, and just go from that corner there up as, oh no, I've done it wrong, silly. So good job I didn't cut any further. So going from that corner, the open corner, up to the middle, like that. Okay, and we want to make it into a paper clip. So I'm wondering whether we can just glue that there like that and put a piece over the back. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to ink round these like so. Okay, if we ink round there, I don't think we do. Just make sure there's no white showing. Okay, so we're going to glue. Again, I'm using my Beacon 3-in-1, and I'm going to glue a small bead along the top of this one, like so, and center it on the top of this one, and then same again. I've never made this before, so I know what Tina did. She bent hers over at the top first of all before she did anything, and made hers into a paper clip in the same way that we bent the other one. So what I want to do is I want to get a small square of card. This will be perfect. Get it the same width like that. Just going to like so. I'm making this up. I may have seen somebody do this at some point, but I've watched that many videos I can't remember, to be honest. So this is now going to go onto this piece like so. And then now that's a little bit wide, so maybe we'll have the shorter piece like so. Don't think it makes a lot of difference. I don't think it matters if it's poking out a bit. Right, so we stay with the bigger bit because it gives it a bit more grip. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this side. So this should work. Make sure you give that a good coating of glue, that paper clip. Let's just put the lid on that, and then I'm just going to pop that on the back there like so, and that will need to be pressed down for a bit. See what it looks like. That's okay. So we'll just get a couple of clips. And we'll pop those on. And then I think we better call it a day, but I may make a couple more paper clips off camera for that accordion book, pocket book. So I'm just going to leave that to dry. Okay, so let's call that a day, call that a video. Let's pin my glue. Now you can decorate this if you want to. When it's dry, I might pop something over the top there, like a little label, something. So should be okay soon. Okay, so let's recap. I shall find my string and I'm attaching those two together, so we'll have a double tag like this. We've got our paperclip banner, triple one, layered up. We've got our journal card that's layered up, so that's got two other pieces on the top. And then we have this one, and we've done exactly the same. This one we've added a bit of journal paper on the back because it's dark. This one isn't. And this time we've attached them in the corner. And then we've made a little basic little paper clip like that. That shape. And that's everything today. So I hope you enjoyed that. And maybe gave you a few ideas. And you'll see the finished, this one with a bit of string. I'll go look for that now. And I'll see you again soon. So take care, everyone. Bye bye.